Evening, good evening. How you all doing? Yes, yes, yes. Here I am, everyone. Here I am. Where's the sun? Hope you all can hear me. I'm gonna do I'll do the DIY first. I will be doing a little DIY first before I go into my bag. I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna cover this. I use it as my pencil and pen holder, so I'm gonna put a piece of fabric around this, a little DIY before I start sewing. So watch me work. Watch me work. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for joining. I'm gonna be sewing a bag and then I'm gonna be doing a covering for this before I sew my bag. Yes, Lord, yes. I will trust you and obey. When my spirit speaks to me, in your life, sing praises. Hallelujah. I'm gonna stitch on this. Trouble in your life, sing praises. I notice my glue have been drying up. I don't think I'm gonna use this. I'm not gonna be using that. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you all had a good day today. I'll be sewing a bag, but before I start the bag, I'm just gonna do a little DIY on this, making a something to put my pen and my pencils. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining in the crew. Thank you. Alright, let me get started. This is what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using this fabric here to do a little DIY. Yeah. Just a little something to put my pencil in. My pencil and my pen. Alright, so nothing too exciting. Just a little covering. Thanks for joining, y'all. Hope you all had a good day today. Thanks for joining. Thank you all for joining. Okay, so today I'll be sewing a bag today, but I'm gonna be doing a little DIY with a little covering. I'm gonna make something to cover this pan to use as my pencil case. So I'll be stitching something to cover this pen. And then I'm gonna sew a bag. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. To cover this and that I have here because I have it so long here and I said let me do something and cover it. Okay. I'm gonna be pleating this thing here. Put a little pleats. Not much pleat, just a little. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining me today. Thanks very much. I don't know if you all went on my page and let me show you all something. I don't know if you all went on my page and I saw someone was making roses from tissue. So I decided to try it. So these are tissue paper that I used to make roses. And you know, I was thinking about using some colored tissue paper. This is all made from tissue. I saw it on not Facebook, I saw it on YouTube, and I said let me try it, and it came out very nice. So these are roses, but it's not real rose. These are made from tissue. So if you go on my shorts, my Salt MD shorts, you will see where I was making these. So this is the tissue holder. So what I did was to just make some little rose and stick it in there, and I just have it there. So rose from tissue paper. Thanks for watching, guys. And from afar, people would think it's real rose, but it's tissue that made this. Anybody can do this. One of these days I'm gonna do it on live and let you all see. So right now I'll be making a covering for this to use as my pencil and pen holder, and then everything I want to put in it. So I'm stitching the thing now. So stick around and you will see what I'm doing. Thanks for coming on. Thank you very much for your likes and your subscribe and everything that you do. If you even just come on to us watch, I thank you. Yeah, so I'm making this now to go around this pan, this little pan that I have. Thank you all for coming on. Thank you so much. This is a little skirting, a little pleating. I'm doing a DIY with this. I'm gonna put it around the pan that I have here. Nothing too fussy. Nothing too fussy. After I'm finished with this, I'll be so this is the pan that I'm gonna be using, and I'm gonna plug let me plug in my glue gun. Thank you all for joining. Thank you very much. Please like, share, and subscribe when you join. Double tap the screen for the likes. Okay, this is what I'm using. And what I did was to cut one of these from the fabric so I can place it in the center here. So I'm going to use the clothes glue for this. I'm going to use the clothes glue, and this dry easily. Liquid stitch. Thank you all for watching. Please double tap the screen for the likes. 1 minute. 1 minute. Thank you all for joining.
You already eat or no?
Huh?
You already eat? You ate ackee? You ate ackee?
I just cook one. Thank you all for joining. So, as I said, I'm doing a little DIY with this pan where I will be placing just skirting around the pan to put my pencil and my pen, and then I'll be sewing a bag when I'm finished. Thank you for joining. So I have my glue gun here, and I have some close glue also. Thank you all for sticking around. Thank you for sticking around. Alright, this is supposed to be hot. This is a close glue and it dry very easily, so just doing a little DIY. And I made a toothbrush holder. That's also on my YouTube shorts, so you can go on it and look what I did. I just want to thank you all for joining me today, and I hope you all had a good day today. Whether you are a stay-home person or someone who go to work, hope you had a productive day today. Okay, I'll be putting this on in the center of this. Right here. Right there. So I put this butterfly right there, and it's a quick drying thing, and this doesn't come off. So this is what I'm using. Just doing a DIY to make a little pencil or pen holder. This is a tin, yeah. So what I will be doing is measuring this thing here to make certain I have enough to fold, because I'm gonna be folding this. Hope you all can see what I'm doing. So let me use a pin to hold this. Here are my pins. I'm gonna use a pin. Thank you all for watching. Please double tap the screen for the likes. Alright. So this should be hot enough. So I'm gonna be putting some glue right on the edge of this. Hope you all can see what I'm doing. It's a little DIY to keep my pens and pencil together. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Thank you very much. This time. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Making a little pencil and pen holder. is good, baby. Okay, that should be enough. Thank you all for watching. Making a little DIY here. Doing a little DIY. Put my pen and my pencil in. Here you have it. Let's make it from a tin. And I just make this DIY to put my pencil and my pen. Let me so these are my pens. So I'm gonna just drop them in there and then I'll have it. Thank you for watching me make my pencil and pen case from it's a peanut tin. Yeah. So I just made this little skirting on it, just when it's down like that, no one can know it's a tin. So I can drop anything, any little thing in it. Put my pencil. My pen. Marker. Little scissors. What else? I can put a lot of things in it. Even my little fan. Just drop it in here so I know where it is. Thank you for watching how I did my DIY to make this little can. It's a can. Yeah. Thank you. So I'll be sewing the bag now. Thanks for watching what I just did. If you didn't saw what I was doing, I used my glue gun to make this DIY. Okay, so that is that. So let me move on to sewing. I'll be sewing a tote bag. I'll be sewing a tote bag. I'll be sewing a tote bag with this fabric. If you all just came on, I did a DIY with this pencil can. It's a can and I use it to make a pencil holder with a little frill around the edging. Thank you all for watching. If you go on my shorts, you will see other things that I do. Cute little pen and pencil holder. So let me plug up this and start sewing my bag. Hope you all had a wonderful day today. Hope you all had a wonderful day today. Okay, let me start my bag now. Let me start my bag. Oh. And these are my roses that I did. I did these roses with tissue paper. I saw this on YouTube and I decided to try. And I think they came out nice. Thank you, Teacher Bailey. Thank you. And you can watch how I did this on my shorts. These are from tissue paper. And I used the tissue, the cardboard from the tissue to make the holder. Don't you think this is cute? A little DIY. Okay, so let us start with this bag. And thank you all for coming on. Thank you for coming on. And thank you for being here with me, and thank you for liking what I do. Thank you all for liking what I do. If you all are just coming on, I want to show you a little DIY that I just did to make a pen and pencil holder. Anything you want to put in it. I just made this little, covering for the cans. It's a peanut can. So I just made a little covering for it. With a little skirting around it. Thanks for liking it. Thanks for watching, y'all. And I'm gonna make a bag now. I am gonna make a bag. A tote bag. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for joining. If you just join, I'm making a bag. So this is the shape of the bag that I'll be doing. So I'm just gonna make a mark in here so I can know where to start. I'm doing these notches so that the fabric can turn properly. But I'm doing a circle at the end. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. This is what I was doing. So I'll be sewing the other side to get the complete. So this is the next side of the bag. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. If you all are just joining, I made this from a can to put my pen and my pencil. It's a little DIY I did before I start sewing my bag. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. So if you have pencils and stuff later on, you can do this by hand. Very easy. Very easy. It's not hard. So you can watch my live sewing with MDs and you will see what I did in the beginning. Alright, this one. This is the formation of the bag, and I'll be sewing the lining exactly like this to match with the outside of the bag. So the lining is gonna have the same curve and everything. Thank you all for joining. So I am going to be using these ready-made straps for the bag. This is something. Okay. I'm gonna where I did this notch, I'm gonna measure 3.5 inches. That's where I'm gonna be starting with my straps. 3.5 inches. I'm gonna be putting like this. I should leave what I little space to put this in. I'm gonna pick this till I stitch in with it. I'm gonna do the same for this side. 3.5 inches apart. so I can have this going into the seam. So I'm gonna do the same for this side. Measure 3.5 inches from the center. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all had a good day today. I hope you all had a good day. I appreciate you all for joining. Thanks for joining today. And let me measure 3.5 inches on this side from the notch here. And it depends on the size of the bag. It can be wider. It can be at least 4 inches wide. It's not finished. I will be pulling this joining so I can get this right in the joining. I should have left it out before I stitch it, but I can always pull it back. So I'll just get this equal. Thank you all for watching me sew this tote bag. go down to stitch in the seam, so I'm gonna be putting back this thing now. I'll be stitching this there. Maybe I didn't decide what I was gonna do, so I close it. Cause I could stitch it on the top, but I don't want to stitch it on the top. I want it to have a neat finish. Thank you all for sticking around and watching what I'm doing. I'm doing a tote bag. So I'm stitching the straps on the bag. This is supposed to finish at 2 inches. And the same for here. Thank you all for sticking around and watching what I'm doing. Thank you for being patient with me, my MD crew. Let me make certain that this is 2 inches apart. I'll come out a little more. Okay. Now I'm gonna put some of this. Alright, so let me go to the other section now. I'm gonna be sewing the lining now. I'll be using white for the inside. And this is a little pocket a little pocket that I'm gonna be sewing on the inside of the bag. I'll be sewing this pocket. Let me get the center of the bag. The center. And this is the pocket. Not so a big pocket, that's a little pocket. Not a big pocket today. I'm sewing a pocket on top of a pocket. So in a little pocket. This is a pocket inside of a pocket. So this is two pockets that I'll be sewing on this. Remember, this is the lining of the bag. This is the lining, so this is gonna be on the inside. And this is the original bag that I'll be putting this white lining inside of it. So when I sew in a bag, it's like you're making two bags in one. I'm going to be cutting off some of this. inch from this. I'm gonna cut 1 inch. And I'll be cutting some from here too. Cutting up the same amount. Thank you all for sticking around. Okay, so that is it. That way I can get more space for the straps. Thank you all for sticking around. Thank you for watching me. So this is the base of the bag. Well, this is gonna be the lining. This is the lining. Okay, let's get back to work. So that means I will be 1 minute. Let me close these windows. I am back. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Double tap the screen for the likes. Okay, so what I will be doing now, I will be taking this down a bit because I cut some from the top, so I'll be carrying this down a bit, not much, about 1 inch down. I want it to stop at sticking around with me. Thank you very much. You all are such wonderful people. Thank you for sticking around. I can't see any message. I don't know what, but I'm not seeing any messages. Don't know what happened. But, don't know what happened. Okay. I'm not seeing any message. Wow. I don't know what I did, but if you're asking any questions, I don't know what happened, but I'm not seeing any message, so I don't know what happened. So, and I see where there are messages, but I'm not. So excuse me if I'm not answering anybody because I'm not seeing the message. Okay, thank you all for joining. This is 2 pockets. This is 2 pockets. So this is a small pocket and this is a little bigger one. So 2 pockets in one. Okay, so let me finish stitch the lining now. I'm gonna stitch the lining. Just making some notches so I can go around the curves easily. Thank you, my beautiful people, for staying with me. Thank you for joining. Hope you all had a good day. be making a notch so I can know where I'm gonna start. That way my bag won't be twisted, so I'm gonna sew this side now. And this. So the reason for notching is to know where to start. See the notches. That way the bag won't be twisted when you're sewing. It doesn't get twisted. So I'm gonna sew this side first and then sew the other side. You stitch a piece of let me stitch a piece of stiffening in the bottom so I can get it to stand up. Just from there to there. One minute, guys. Okay, so this is 4.5 inches wide. So I'm gonna be measuring 4.5 inches. Thank you all for sticking around. Okay, so this is just to get the fronts. This is just to get the firmness at the bottom of the bag. So let's go around this now. all for sticking around. Thank you for all your likes and your shares and your subscribing. Thank you very much. And even if you did not subscribe, thank you for just being here. I'm gonna be sewing the other side. So let me mark where I'm gonna start. Thank you for sticking around, all. Thank you very much. Let me put this excess fabric. And I just put this to the bottom to give it some firmness so it can stand, see? let me finish this up. I'll be placing this inside of this. So I'm gonna turn this over and stitch. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. Thank you. You didn't have to be here, but you said you want to see what sewing with Andy is doing. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking around. So I'm gonna close back this where I had the straps. I'm gonna be closing it. I'm doing some top stitches on the back. Thank you all for being so patient with me. Hi, Candelish. And hi to everyone. Tell me why this thread finish and I'm going around it. Threads finish and I'm just sewing. Thank you all for joining, and if you just joining, let me show you something that I was sewing while I fold my bobbin. This is a little DIY that I was doing before I started my bag. It's a little pen and pencil holder or anything you want to put in it. This is a peanut can, and I just do a little DIY and make a little pen and pencil holder with the can. So now I'm finishing up this bag. Hope you all had a good day today. And thank you all for joining Sewing with NDs. Thank you. And you can go on my Sewing with ND page to see all the things that I've been sewing. From clothes, like dog clothes, baby clothes, bags, bonnets, some handwork. Yeah. So visit my page and you will see what I've been up to. And I thank you all for your subscriptions and your likes. Or for just passing through, thank you. If you're just passing through, thank you very much for stopping by. You could have swiped away and gone, but you said let us stay and see what I'm up to. So thank you. So let me get on with this so you all can go to your bed. Where was I? Okay, right here. Let me get on with this. Thank you, lovely people. Thank you very much. Was right here. I ain't giving up, no way. I just want to thank you all for being my cheerleaders and thank you for motivating me. When I see you all come on, I got the motivation. Yeah, so even if you don't like or you don't subscribe, thank you for being here. Thank you, my cheerleaders. Just start with a single foot step. So if you don't get a foot in, you won't reach where you're going. Yeah. If you want to get one foot in, just start. Mhm. This road can be very challenging, but you have faith and know that, you know, God is able to do the impossible. Yeah, we can just keep it moving. Now, I'm gonna be stitching. I'm not gonna be stitching it all the way down. I think I'm going to be just stitching it across. Just making some stitches across. So that's thank you all my lovely peeps. Thank you. You stick around with me. Thank you very much. And I'm stitching this 1 inch down because I'll be piping the top. So I'm stitching it one inch away from the top. Let me see how far down I put this. This is coming up to the finishing. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you. I know this work is, patient with this work. Yep. Okay, I'm coming up to the end, and I thank you all for sticking around. So I'll be putting this inside of this. Let me turn it over. So this inside of this. So while I'm doing it this way, I'll be piping the top section, piping it around. So this is the reason why I'm doing it this way. I thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being here with me, and for my returning viewers, thank you for returning. And for all you that have subscribed to me, I thank you very much. Thank you so much for subscribing. Nothing in life is easy. You want something, you gotta work for that, right? Yeah, work for it. No joke. Gotta work. So this is the inside of the bag. This is the inside of the bag. I make 2 pockets. So this is a pocket. This small section is a pocket. This is a pocket inside of another pocket. So it's 2 pockets in one. Alright. I'm not finished, but I'm getting there. And I put something at the bottom so it can stand on its own. So let me get around it. I'm gonna be surging. No, not surge. Piping. I'm not gonna surge. Let me see if this can go around it. I'm on my way to finish it now. So stick around with me for a bit more. Let me see if this can go around it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to put another piece on it. I'm gonna be piping the edging. If this is not enough, I can always put another piece on it. Well, it's enough. It can go right around. You are so patient with me. Thank you for being so patient. Alright, so let's go around this bag. Just go around this bag here. And I'm stitching it on the inside, and then I'm gonna fold it on the right side. Thank you all for joining. I'm making a bag. Thank you all my lovely peeps. Thank you. I'm on the finishing now, so won't be long now. Won't be long. You lovely people stayed up with me. Wow. That's so cool. That's so cool. Thank you, thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't play some music, you know. And you know something, the more you sew, or the more you do anything, you know, they have a saying that practice becomes perfect. So the more I sew, the more I'm gathering, you know, different designs and how to sew the bags and what to do. So, you know, I'm getting more creative in coming up with some designs. Because at first I was just sewing just garments. I wasn't sewing bags that much, I was just sewing clothes. But now I'm sewing bags One of these days, I'll be, guess what? I'll be sewing shoes. Yeah? One of these days, I'll be making shoes. So the bags, I'm gonna use the fabric on the bags to make the shoes, matching shoes. Just as how I make matching hats with the handbags. Yeah, I'm gonna be making matching shoes. One fine day, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. One fine day. If God don't take me home before, we never know what will happen. We never know. Tomorrow ain't promised, but while we have life, we just have to do what we gotta do. Let me close this up. I'm gonna use the zigzag stitch to do this. So much. Ready. Sweet. Thank you all for sticking around, finishing up the bag. Thank you, my ND crew, sticking around with me. Thank you. Remember to go on my page and you will see all that I've done. Bonnets, I've done bags, purses, dog clothes, children clothes. I did a blouse. Many more stuff. I cook. I also cook on my channel. So run over there and support me by liking and by subscribing. I would appreciate that so much. I'm coming up to the end of this bag. Coming up to the end now, so y'all can go to your beds. And that's come to the end. I thank you all so much. Oh, you people are so patient. Oh my. Okay, so the bag is finished. And as I said, it's a tote bag. It's a tote bag. There you have it. There you have it. I pipe the top. And this is the inside of the bag. Let me turn this over. And generally, you know, when I make bags, the bags can be worn two sides if you wish. If you want to wear it on this side, you can do that. If you want to wear it on this side, you can also wear on this side. See? Can wear on both sides. This side is nice also. I like this side too. And this is a double pocket. One pocket, two pockets. So I just want to thank you all for sticking around with me. But this is the side that I make it to wear on. This is the bag. Thank you all for liking it. And I just want to show you all something that I saw yesterday. If you weren't here, I saw this one yesterday. This is like a velvety material, very soft. And I make a lot more handbags. Maybe another day I'll just do showing. And this is the pocket on the inside of this one. And even with this bag, it can be worn both sides also. It can be worn on the white side. I just want to thank you for sticking around with me while I sew. Thank you so much, y'all. This is a hat that I have sewn also. I'm gonna show you on the bag that I need to wear with this hat. I won't be doing much showing tonight, but I'm just showing the hat, and this is the bag that I made to go with it. This bag here. And even this bag can be worn on both sides too. This can be worn on this side. I can turn it over and let you all see. I won't keep you up long. I'll take another day to show. But it can be worn on this side also. And worn on this side. But I make it to wear on this side. I thank you all so much for sticking around. You people are so patient with me. So this is the side I make it to be worn on. The side. Along with this hat. Along with the hat. This is a kind of denim mixed with corduroy fabric. Very smooth, very nice. And I do a lot more things, but I won't keep you up any longer. So I will be signing off in a few. So I just want to thank you all for sticking around. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for just being here. Thanks. So this is what I just made tonight. Please show what I made. This is what I made tonight. I made this little, tote bag. Yeah. And I did this little pencil holder. That's a little DIY. Little pencil holder and pencil and pen. Whatever you have, the small stuff, you just want to drop it in, and I put a little frill. That's a little frill to, make it look cutesy. Okay, so my ND crew, thank you for being here with me, and remember, always put God first in whatever you are doing, and never forget to pray before you go to your bed, because tomorrow ain't promised to no one. We can go to a bed tonight, and we don't wake up back in the morning. So even in the morning when you do wake, give thanks. So I'll be signing off now until tomorrow, if God spare my life and your life. So thank you all. And I just want to say good night. Love you all. Thank you.